And we don't use that term family lightly, because the way Candace talks about you guys and how much she always missed it in between, I know this is truly a family.
Dysfunctional. Dysfunctional family.
That's assumed with the term family. So,
Why is your chair so much higher than mine?
We all have to be the same height. We know you're much taller than all of us.
Oh,
yes. Now, the third season of Fuller House, it starts on the same day Full House debuted in 1987, making me feel a little old. I'm sure you guys will. 30 years ago. Now, Bob, after all these years, what does that mean to you?
Well, it seemed like a second. I mean, it really did. When I went back to the set and they made it again, and then we've been friends nonstop the whole time. So it felt natural, but it does make me feel like, you know, I like a room by the window, please. You feel like, you know, I'm 61. But I'm kind of like a 30-year-old naked. But see, this is they grew up with this kind of talk, and they're fine.
I saw them; they didn't even budge. It's fine.
We've learned after 30 years, we just go, okay.
It sounds like the scene we just saw. Everyone skates right past it.
Right,
Thank you. Okay.
We're on cruise control with Bob. It's just.
Now, Dave, you've known Bob, though, from...
Sometimes...
How am I in the middle of this now?
Can I go over there for a second? Yeah.
You've known each other from even before you shot Full House.
I was 18 years old. I met Bob in a comedy club in Detroit, and he came in on
22.
On a comedy store tour with 2 other comedians, and I was just in awe when I saw him, and I said, that's what I want to be.
And I said, I want to live with that guy.
Yeah.
So it was reciprocated, kind of.
I have a question for Candace, Andrea, and Jodie. So this season, you all went to Japan.
Yes.
Right?
It was incredible.
It was amazing, yeah.
Amazing. What cultural things did you experience when you were there?
We had a fun day together.
The naked spa day. We
we spent a whole day naked together.
Yeah, it was this amazing Japanese spa. It was like 6 stories, but it was, you know, you like this is all just naked. And she was like, I don't know, and I was like, come on, we're going. So I dragged Candace along. I was like, it'll be like a sister bonding experience. It's gonna be amazing. And we went
naked sister bonding experience.
Sister bonding experience. We will never be closer.
I didn't want to go until this moment.
And so we went, and the best thing that we did, well, we did a lot of things wrong, but one of the really standout, amazing things that we did wrong was we went into the hottest sauna ever, and we came out and we were like, I'm so hot.
Burned our butt.
And so, yeah, and there was like this little fountain thing, and so I go over to it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's cold water. So we're taking the water out and like splashing it and like splashing it everywhere, like bird bathing it, right? She starts to drink it. I go, no, don't drink that. You don't know what kind of water it is. So a couple seconds later, we like turn and there's a little bath over here and we feel that water. It's really cold. So I'm like, oh, wait, this is a cold bath to sit in. So we go sit in it and we wondered why people were kind of looking at us weird. And then we realized everyone's walking over to fill their water bottles at the fountain.
Yeah.
And we had basically just like bird bathed it out of the drinking fountain and that I had yelled at her not to drink out of.
I actually thought it was going to go a different direction. I'm relieved right now.
Andrea, you learned a new life skill.
I did.
This season.
When I was in Japan, I brushed up on my teppanyaki cooking skills. So Benihana style, I learned how to flip the utensils and make them spin, and I only cut myself once.
There's a class for that?
Well, yeah, there's people who will teach it.
And this is not your first new life skill that you learned on set, right?
No, I had to learn another life skill 30 years ago on the original Full House. I learned how to ride a unicycle.
See, that's easy. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
We tried to bring it back.
And Jeff Franklin really wants me to ride a unicycle on the new show, so I got to take lessons again.
Well, you could end up like Jodie, because I remember seeing posts where you had that boot on. You started out a little bit rough this season because...
Yeah, I was rescuing a little $1 toy for my youngest daughter, and I lifted myself up over like a 4-foot fence and I snapped my ankle, my tibia, my fibia. Had 2 surgeries.
How about your flibia?
I had my flibia. I think it's my, I don't know, I could be saying it all wrong, but I really screwed it up. I have a huge, 5-inch steel plate and 7 pins and all kinds of
You
stuff.
made that boot sexy, though. I did see the post.
I certainly tried. I had like premieres and press, and I was like, all right, we're doing pantsuits and flats.
We got very creative with our blocking on the show
Yeah.
to plant Jodie in spaces that she couldn't move throughout a scene.
Our first episode, we have this like musical moment, and I was not singing and dancing, but a lot of upper body movement.
They
a lot
won't
of jazz
notice
hands. A lot
if
of
we
jazz
do
hands.
this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to be in a wheelchair next season. That's what I'm hoping
Don't
for.
say that.
Don't say that.
Now, as we all know, Danny Tanner raised his girls with his brother-in-law, Uncle Jesse, and best friend, Uncle Joey. But Danny had dark hair, but all 3 of his girls were blonde.
Yeah.
So Uncle Jesse and Aunt Becky both had dark hair.
Yeah.
But had 2 blonde twins.
Right.
Whoa.
So the fan theory going around,
I
is
started
that
the
Uncle
theory.
Joey is really the father of all of the kids. Okay?
However, if I...
That just changed
very-
everything.
very
But in
virile.
defense
Should we
of
call
that,
it Modern Family?
you guys are more prepped for this than I am. I would just say the truth of it is, not Dave, because Dave and I are best friends, we're brothers, but the IQ of Joey, I think, proves that the girls are not his. I mean, he talks. No, I love Joey.
Joey.
Wait a minute, hold on, let me explain.
Not Dave,
Not
Dave.
Dave's brilliant. He flies planes, he plays hockey.
Well,
Joey-
you have to have a lot of brains.
Joey.
Hey, now you do have to have
do.
brains for
You do.
hockey.
That's right,
Hello.
she's married to Valerie.
So that someone can punch you in the brain.
I'm just saying Joey talks to a woodchuck puppet and says cut it out for 30 years. And that's pretty much what he does.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they're my kids. That's what I'm saying. But
Okay. So, Cheryl, I really want to get through this because this is a fun one.
I don't even know. You know who the father is of that child, right?
We already had this conversation, remember?
It's me.
Yeah. So, and for our encore
we'd like a
performance,
room?
yes. No, but we have a speed round where you guys answer with the castmate that best fits this, and we've got to go fast because these are good questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Who's most likely to use their famous catchphrase offset?
Dave.
Swears the most in front of the kids. Wait, is that Jodie or Bob? I don't know.
It's a tie.
I think she inherited
Probably
my
me.
talent.
I hung
say
out with
Jodie.
Bob too much.
Okay. The most nostalgic for the old days. That's my vote.
I think all of us are.
We all
I think
are.
every single one of us. That's why
Okay.
the thing came back, and we just actually truly love each other.
But she cried a little when she
True.
talked about you guys.
Yeah.
I cry every time I talk about her because I'm always cutting onions.
Okay. Who pulled the best prank on the set? On the castmates?
I don't know that we ever really pulled many pranks.
Not-
at least
well,
the kids did.
No, you don't know what we did.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
We don't want to know what you did, but
No.
I'm
Go
just
with
gonna
Dave on
assume
that
Dave.
one.
I'll tell you later. You're old enough.
Who had the biggest crush on John Stamos?
No, me.
What are you talking about?
Me.
I've slept with the guy on tape.
You weren't sleeping.
Okay, last one real fast. Most likely to be found at craft services. Go. Oh, gosh,
Dave.
wow. Dave won the whole round. We want a big thank you guys to our friends Candace Cameron Bure, Bob Saget, Jodie Sweetin, Dave Coulier, and Andrea Barber. The 3rd season of Full House begins streaming on Netflix September 22nd, and we will be right back.